Anthony Hartwig here with another Boardman girls soccer player profile. Jalen Cicchillo, a junior, joining us today. Jalen, thank you so much for coming on and being with us.
Thank you for having me.
What's it feel like to be an upperclassman? I mean, you went through 2 years of high school as kind of the younger player on the team, and now here you are as a junior. You're one of the quote unquote veterans, and you have 2 years under your belt. What's that been like for you so far?
It's so crazy. Like yesterday I felt like I was just starting high school and like just getting to know the team. I haven't fully accepted it that I'm an upperclassman yet. Like it doesn't even feel real, but I'm just trying my best to be a leader and be what my upperclassmen were to me as a freshman to them.
Yeah, let's talk about those leadership skills. We know the soccer team doesn't do the captains, and we know that you guys have so many leaders out there on the field. But what's it been like for you to try to flex the leadership muscles a little bit and try to, make yourself used to being a leader a little bit more this year?
I'm just I was just trying to take on the role of like my other senior my the other seniors that were there last year. They were very influencing on my way of like showing others what to do. So I try to just be vocal and positive with the girls. I try to encourage them the most that I can. I want them to feel as comfortable as I was as a freshman. I don't want anyone to feel like they're not good enough or not worth it because everyone is very vital to the team. And I just wanted to, that's how I want to be a leader, just take on a role of direction and just influence them the best way that I can.
You said you wanted to make the underclassmen feel how the upperclassmen did when you were that young. Who were some of those seniors and juniors that really guided you along the way when you were a freshman and sophomore?
Morgan Ock, she was a very big role model because she played with me in club when I did TCSE. She was like my upperclassman that I always went to ask questions. Sarah Blasco, because I played her position with her my sophomore and freshman year. She helped me understand what I was doing more. Um, Faith Walston, she was very supportive, and Sam Duval, they just motivated me the most, and they just kept telling me to keep my head up and do the best that I can.
When you think about your career and the things that you've grown in since you were a freshman, what ways do you think you've grown the most since you were a freshman?
I've definitely have better understanding of soccer. When I was a freshman, I didn't really understand the skill level that all these girls had, and I just needed to like change my mindset and like switch to that. And then I needed to learn how to play the game. Like I just knew the basic soccer because I came from BSA and we just did like competitive league and we didn't learn the tactical stuff that we do now. So adjusting to that was like my biggest switch. And then the footwork. I needed to learn some skills, some footwork to get around people and do stuff. That's the biggest thing I had to gain.
One of the things that soccer fans know about high school soccer that maybe outside people don't is it's a physical sport. So pushing each other, you guys are getting on each other's bodies. How have you kind of slowly adjusted to the physicality that high school varsity soccer brings?
I grew up with siblings, and my brothers beat me up, and my sister. So I'm used to it. Like, and being with these girls since like I was fifth fifth or sixth grade. Like I've been playing soccer for like 12 years. So they've I just know how to play with them, be physical. It's just an atmosphere that I love, and I'm a very competitive person, so I don't mind getting in some trouble.
Dude's like, come on, bring your contact a little bit.
Yeah.
What kind of things do you think you brought into this year as goals that you wanted to achieve before the junior season was over?
I told myself I want to be a more vocal player, and the I want to be like Morgan, how she was last year. She was very controlling and she ran the field. And now that I'm playing her position, I want to be that for our team. And I wanted to beat my amount of goals that I had scored last year, which was 11. So I'm trying to get that again. And I just wanted to continue to have fun. That's just my three main goals.
Let's talk about your just love for the sport. When did you kind of start soccer, and when did you kind of find yourself, doing it more than just for fun? You loved it. You wanted to put time into it.
I started soccer when I was 4 years old. I've been playing at BSA. I did rec and competitive. I stopped for a year to see if I really enjoyed the sport, and then I found that I really missed it when I stopped. But I came when I started to become more competitive was in seventh and eighth grade when we were playing teams and just like from other schools, and it was just very fun. It wasn't just the normal BSA teams that you played. And when I came at high school, that was when I knew I was gonna have to like get better. So I went to clubs, and that's where I started to find my love for the sport and how I just want to continue to pursue it and be with other girls and like get competitive.
In the spring, we see you on the track as a multiple sport athlete at Boardman. How much does that keep you kind of conditioned for all the running that you do during soccer?
Track is a very different type of conditioning. I am struggling right now because with track, it's just you're running sprints and you do some long distance here and there, and it's hit or miss. But on the soccer field, you're nonstop running. You have to like get back, defend, attack. It's all over the place. So like going from starting and stopping and just being done in track is so hard when you're transitioning into soccer conditioning. But it is very helpful because it allows me to like have an endurance that I had because I run the 800 and like mid distance races. So having both sprints and endurance for soccer is very crucial.
Every time you get on the soccer field, every time you run track, you get to put on the Boardman colors and represent the school. What makes you so proud that you're able to do that? What makes you proud to be a Spartan?
Being a Spartan is just like, it's just amazing to me because a Spartan is like a warrior and you're supposed to fight and you're supposed to be strong. And I just want to do that for our school because I I'm proud to be a Spartan. Like I don't enjoy playing like Poland and Canfield because that's like our rivals. I want to beat them, and to like I just want to show that like being a Spartan is you're strong, you're a warrior, you're gonna fight till the end, and that's I just love being a Spartan. It's so fun.
Talk about your GPA. You make it 3 for 3 in soccer players that we've interviewed with a 4.0 GPA. How much pride do you take in carrying that into your junior year, and how much work has it taken to get yourself to that point?
It is very hard for Boardman. Our academics is a very difficult program. Um, with having a 4.0, I've worked my butt off with studying on and off the field, studying in and out of class, and like I was studying at games and stuff. It's just you gotta take your time and have good time management and know what you need to do and when you need to do it.
Everyone learns differently. Everyone has different study habits. What are some of yours? What are some of the things that work for you as far as getting yourself prepared in the classroom?
I make note cards, I make Quizlets, I review stuff, I make sure I understand the material the best that I can because I don't test very good. So I have to like I have to put all that stuff in my mind. Like I have to go over it over and over again until I get it right, and then I can test and understand what I'm doing. I just have to apply it the best that I can.
Are you a crammer the night before, or do you think like the night before you trust what you've learned and you try to just take the test as it is?
I do not cram. I schedule my stuff. I make sure that I do it so I have enough time, but I always have the night before. I always go over everything, redo it. I try to understand that like I can't cram everything because it won't work for me.
What was the hardest class to keep that 4.0 in?
Hmm. Maybe chemistry. I was not good at chemistry. I had a low A last year, but it was very fun and it like tests my limits and how I need to like continue to work hard.
Hey, an A is an A, right?
Yeah.
Low A, high A. Hey, give me the A. I don't care. Let's talk about some of the teachers. I'm sure there have been teachers that have really helped and impacted you with that 4.0 GPA as it is. Who are some of the teachers in the school system that you think fit that mold?
Mrs. Moran, she was a very good teacher. Um, she taught us very well. She taught us everything we needed to know, and like I was just so prepared for all the tests that I had to take. Mrs. Berkey, she was a very good teacher. She was my chem teacher. She was so fun, and she just made the class enjoyable. But her class was difficult. And then I enjoyed my math class last year, Mr. Popio. He just made things fun, and it was a difficult class, but it was. He just told us whatever everything we needed to know.
Now, how do you spend your downtime? I'm sure you don't get a lot of it. You're an athlete, you have a 4.0 GPA, you study, but what kind of things are your hobbies or unwind activities to give yourself a little bit of a break here and there?
Um, I like to just be with family, and I like to go shopping with my sister because we like to spend a lot of money, which is bad. So I have to work. But I also like to hang out with like my boyfriend and my friends and just gets to relax. I don't really do much outside of school and athletics, so I try to relax the most that I can.
So you like shopping. What and your parents are going to love this question because they're probably going to have to answer right away. What do you spend the most money on? Like what do you think is something that you spend a lot of money on that you probably shouldn't spend as much as you do?
Clothes. I shop so much for clothes. Like I'm at TJ Maxx, the mall, Marshalls, like everywhere, and it's so bad. Cause my closet, I just had to clean it the other day. It was so bad.
Do you have a favorite spot for clothes? Like a favorite store?
I like TJ Maxx and American Eagle, but yeah,
What was your last impulse buy? The thing you just saw, you weren't looking for it, but you had to have it as soon as you saw it.
shoes. I bought a good amount of shoes that I did not need.
We're talking about things that you spend money on. A lot of people like the post game celebration meal, right? So, what's the favorite meal in the post game celebration? You guys just got a big win or something? How are you guys celebrating?
Oh, I go to BJ's and I get a Pizookie. I'm a big sweets girl, so that's where I go.
What's your favorite dessert?
Favorite dessert? I like cheesecake, but I can also take cookies. Cookies are good.
Cookies are good. What about the snack bags? The away games snack bags are like the hallmark of varsity athletics. So, what would make a really good snack bag for you? What needs to be in there?
Some goldfish, pretzels, like any fruit. Like I usually like to eat a banana or an orange, and I like to have maybe a granola bar.
What's the snack bag drink of choice? Gatorade, water, Capri Sun. I've seen a lot of that. What's your drink of choice in a snack bag?
I usually drink water, and then after the game, I have Gatorade to just bring back my electrolytes.
Do you have a favorite flavor of Gatorade?
I like orange or white.
Do you have a flavor you wish Gatorade had? If Gatorade came to you and said, "Hey, we need a new flavor," would you have one in store? Like, "Hey, maybe you should get this flavor."
Pineapple sounds good. I don't know if they have pineapple, but that sounds good.
Not to my knowledge. So if they come to you, you're gonna be like pineapple. Make it kind of like a yellowish orange.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. One of the ways that we end these player profiles, Jalen, is we give the chance for the player to take the limelight off themselves a little bit and shine it on the people in their life, their support system. So I want you to take your time and give thank yous and shout outs to all the people that you think you wouldn't be where you are without.
I want to thank my parents. Both my parents are very supportive with everything that I do. I want to thank my siblings because they're always on my back to get better and just continue to be good. And I want to thank my grandma and my grandpa. They're always there for me and they're always supportive. I want to thank my boyfriend and my friends. And I just want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to be able to play sports and be active and be healthy.
All right, Jalen, we want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We appreciate your time. We wish you the best of luck the rest of the season, and we can't wait to talk to you again real soon.
Thank you.